Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Can you believe we are in fall? I'm so excited for fall. I'm feeling very fall vibes with the shirt and tones I'm wearing today. How are you guys all doing? Today we are going to be talking about the new 2 additions to HAUS Laboratories products. We have the talc-free skin blurring powder, loose powder, and then we have the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This comes in 51 shades, very inclusive there. We are going to be talking about this guy because I'm not gonna say much. You will have to see the video, but I wanted to show you guys how these two perform on camera, and we're going to be talking about all the good stuff. We're going to be talking about good stuff today, talking about going into detail of each individual product, and yeah. I want to remind you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Comment, like this video. Let me know what you have tried from HAUS Labs before. How do you like them? Why do you like them? And let's talk about it down below in the comments. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so today we are trying out 2 of the newest additions to HAUS Labs by Lady Gaga. This is starting off with the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I picked up the shade 200 Light Medium Neutral because I do tend to be pretty golden, but I do lean with the neutral side because my skin does have a lot of pink undertones. And then I picked up the new Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder. This is loose powder. This is talc free. This one retails for $38. The powder retails for $38, and then $45 for the foundation. The foundation does come in 51 shades, which is pretty inclusive. It is such a good thing to see when it comes to foundation because there's so many different skin tones, undertones, etc. And everybody's different, so I do love that. When you open up the packaging, you do have this really heavy glass frosted bottle, and then you have the cute little H, signature H on top on the lid, and it does have a nice pump. This is what it looks like up close. It is really dirty because I have been using it, and it's been loved already. So I am going to be using a beauty blender on one side, on my right side, and the left side I'm going to be having the Love is a Foundation brush. Love is a Foundation brush on the left side. So let me go get my sponge because I do not see it. Okay, starting off with the beauty blenders side, which is the right side, I'm gonna apply maybe like about a pump and a half of the foundation onto my skin. I wanted to talk about this foundation because of course I want to include that information. So like I mentioned earlier, this foundation has 51 shades. It is a natural finish foundation, so it claims to be medium coverage. Another thing that I like about this foundation is that it does claim to be a clean ingredient foundation, which I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of foundations are actually not clean by Sephora, meaning that they have very good ingredients, and they're also help with, well, this one in particular helps with environmental stress. It helps protect from environment stress, which is like the pollution, the air that we have as we breathe when we go outside. So that is nice. But this is a natural finish foundation, and it claims to be medium coverage. And look at that. It's such a pretty finish, to be honest. I have been using it pretty nonstop since I got it, and I wouldn't say it's dewy and I wouldn't say it's matte. So I do think that it's like a skin-like finish. And with that little bit of foundation, I did get nice medium coverage. It did cover my redness. I'm not really seeing much blemishes or dark spots peek through with what I applied already. Let's go into the left side, which is with my foundation brush. I will say probably we'll see how it goes with the brush, but a little product goes a long way with the sponge, being that it is a sponge and sponges can soak up a lot of product. And I feel like I got a long ways with such little product, which is really, really nice. Because foundations can be a little pricey. This one is $45. I don't feel like it's such an expensive price point, being that it is Lady Gaga. I mean, I would expect you're paying for the name as well. Let's see, this is 1 full fluid ounce of product, which is standard size. I want to make sure I blend the center together. How funny would that be if I had like a line down the middle without any foundation? Oh no, that'd be horrible. But okay, so here we are with the sponge side, and here we are with the brush side. So looking up close at my skin, I don't notice the finish looking any different on either side, just because I used a different application method. I feel like I had the same amount of coverage, both medium coverage. I don't actually feel like I even got more fuller coverage just because I used a brush, which is pretty nice because both are reliable to give you the same amount of coverage, whether you choose to use a sponge or a brush. So that's pretty interesting, because brushes always do give me a fuller coverage. I mean, it's just a known fact, but I like it. Let's go ahead and apply some concealer. So I applied some concealer. I just went in with my e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer because it's one of my favorite concealers still. I can't really jump on board with a favorite high-end concealer. I don't know, I feel like I have so many, but I do like my e.l.f. one. It just gives me good coverage. It's hydrating under the eyes because I do have dry skin type. You guys already know this, I say this 1,000 times, but you know what I mean? Like, the struggle is real when you have dry under eyes, so you have to really be wise, I would say, when you know, go and choose a concealer. But I want to ask you, have you tried any of HAUS Lab products? How do you like them? I know HAUS Labs is pretty well known for their eyeliners. Actually, a lot of individuals have raved about the eyeliners by HAUS Labs. Let me know if you have tried anything from HAUS Labs and what do you like and why do you like it. I want to know why exactly you like the product, because that's just interesting to know. Like the eyeliners, I do hear they have obviously good pigmentation. They are matte, they're not shiny, because you don't want a shiny liquid eyeliner, which would be horrible. But I want to know, I'm curious to know. So let's go ahead and get into the good part. Let's try this Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but this has, I don't think I mentioned earlier, no I didn't. This comes in 5 shades. Let me open this up. Okay, actually just busted this out because I don't know why. I guess I was just really excited about the foundation and couldn't wait. So I wanted to wait to at least try this one product with you here on camera. So the packaging is really pretty. It's sleek. It has, again, the H for HAUS Laboratories, the logo on top. And then I did get the shade translucent because I just don't like color personally. I don't find like I really want color when I'm going for a loose powder, though there are 5 shades. So there's that. Okay, so opening it up, it has this little protector, which I do really enjoy the way this is like a nice deep little pot right here, because you know when you open up a powder and then it just goes psh, everywhere. This has a nice little like containment area, we're gonna call it that, and I like that. Oh, whoa, look at how it looks in there. Can you see that? That is so cool. Whoa. Whoa. It's like a this has like a sponge. You see that? Oh, this is so cool. So you can just like press down and it comes up on the sponge versus me like shaking it up. And why am I making those faces? Shaking it up and then it goes, you know, like I mentioned earlier, it goes everywhere. It's a mess, hot mess. This is so cool. And it's not getting all over my outer rim where I'm like trying to struggle to put on the lid and it's like, anyways, let's try this. Let me use the other side real quick to blend and blend, blend, blend. And then let's just powder and dab over that. Whoa. This is so freaking cool. It's like a knit, like a knit. It's like a net, it's like a material where you can kind of like just press it in. Wow, that is so cool. Okay, so let me continue on. Okay, so this Blur Smooth, this is a plant squalene based powder, which is amazing because squalene is great for hydration, so it helps hydrate the skin, yet it's powdering and setting everything in place, which is really, really cool. I do love skincare in my makeup. If I can get skincare in my makeup products, why not? Once again, this is a it's claiming to be a clean product for your skin, which is great because, you know, makeup's not really good for our skin, but we love to enjoy it and play around with it. But this is cool. So now that I see it, look at that. It's like a fishnet, or yeah. Okay, let me try one thing real quick. Kind of put it upside down to see how much powder will fall out. Not much comes out, but yet you can still grab a good generous amount on your sponge. So I like that you can't really over apply powder on your sponge, which is a really good way. Like, it's pretty smart in how the technology and how they created this, because it's not a hot mess and you're not over powdering your sponge where you're like, whoa, it's getting way too much product on the sponge, or whatever you're using, a brush, sponge, which is nice. Now let's see the blurring technology. Okay, so if it's gonna blur and smooth my pores, I just went ahead and applied some right here on my pore areas, my large pore area, just to see. I'm not going to powder my whole face because I'm just not into that matte look. I still like the nice natural skin looking finish of the foundation. But as you can see right here, my pores did get really smoothed out and they're really nicely covered. They don't look powdery or anything like that. Let me take off the excess powder. But even then, I powdered my eyes and they don't look like so overly powdered, which can make your under eye area, even your eyelids, dry if you like to set your eyelid area like I do. All right, so I dusted off the excess, which is like barely any excess on the eyelids and around my under eye area. Guys, I will say I really like this powder. One, it does not let me over powder my sponge, so I'm not wasting product. That's like my way of thinking about this product. The other thing is cool is that it's mess free. I do like that I can pretty much like put it upside down and I get product, but I'm not wasting it. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say as of right now because I do like the way it's looking. So that is my base for these two products, the foundation and the powder. I'm going to go ahead and really quickly, well, not really quickly, you will see me in just a moment with my full makeup on, and then I'll finish talking to you. But until then, let me just really quickly whip up a makeup look, eye look, makeup, everything done, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back from doing my eye makeup, and then I went ahead and applied my lip. For lips, I'm still hooked on the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner. These are so good. They're so affordable. They're like $6. Super pigmented, and I feel like it's a good neutral brown, not too like chocolatey, but not so nude where it's like beigey, if that makes sense. I mean, I always talk about this lip liner. And then for lipstick, I use the Kylie Jenner lipstick in the shade Nova. such a good shade. And I feel like it makes the perfect nude pinky combo. I actually just forgot that I didn't apply blush. So I like to apply my bronzer, my highlight, and then my blush afterwards. I've been using the Rouge Romance Jaclyn Cosmetics blush palette. I love palettes like these because I can kind of custom make my own shade. Then I also do this a lot where I just wait till the very last minute, see how the makeup or eye turns out, whatever I choose and decide to put on my eyes, and then go based off that. Since I do want something so very neutral and basic, I probably just go a little peachy but pink nude, mix these two shades, which is Pretty Posh and Fancy Pants, and apply that on my cheeks. Okay, so we are done. I did my makeup already. This is my final look on the eyes. I wanted to go pretty like bold but yet neutral on the eyes, so I did this cat wing. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial on this eye look right here. Okay, let's talk about these products. So here's the foundation. This retails for $45, comes in 51 shades. So universal, so good. It's a very nice, pretty skin finish. It's medium coverage. If you really want to build up and make it like super full coverage, it would look amazing, because in my opinion, I love these types of finishes in foundations where they're very like natural skin-like, and you can really make it very light and fresh and airy, but you can also build it up and it looks very beautiful. This foundation is totally worth it. If you have not checked it out, I highly recommend this one because I like her. She's good. So Lady Gaga did a fantastic job in my opinion, and it's a clean ingredient foundation. I love that. So let's go back to talking about the powder. So the powder, I feel like as time went on and me applying my eyeshadow and my makeup, I feel like at first when I did apply this, it was like, oh great, it did really like blur out my pores, but I'm still seeing texture, so I don't get where it's saying that it's smoothing. Being completely honest, I don't feel like this is the best smoothing, blurring powder on the market. I do see some pores. Has it covered some pores, which I kind of liked because it made me feel like, whoa, it's really doing something. But as I really look close and personal to my skin, I can definitely see still my texture and my pores. So I don't really know if it's really doing anything as far as smoothing out my skin. So that's just my opinion on that. Now this, I like her. She's amazing. This is really good. I give this an A+++++. It's so good. So check it out if you have not already. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me, talking about the new HAUS Lab products that came to her collection. Let me know in the comments down below, what have you tried from the brand and what do you like and recommend to me. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.